Hey, good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weekend weather update here on your August the 15th, 2025. Well, things not looking too bad here as we're wrapping up the work week. Are you ready for the weekend? I know I am. Looking forward to it as we're kind of back to a more traditional August weather pattern here across North Georgia. Looks like we're going to have scattered storms to wrap up your Friday. We'll have some isolated storms on your Saturday. Sunday's going to be very sparse, I think, for the most part. So we'll give you an update here on how hot it's going to be this weekend. Plus, we're going to give you the latest on now Hurricane Erin. Yeah, became a hurricane today, and we'll show you the latest track on that as well. Now, if you're new here to the YouTube channel and you haven't subscribed yet, you live in North Georgia, if you can help us out here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. And as always, if you ever got a weather-related question, as always, just post it down below. I'm more than happy to answer your questions there. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our forecast here as we're dealing with some fairly nice weather here on your Friday afternoon. We got some sunshine, some clouds around. We are going to see some scattered storms. We got a little small meso low over in Alabama. It's kind of drifting this way. It's going to enhance the rain threat just a little bit more than what I was anticipating for today. So scattered thunderstorms, maybe some brief local heavier rains around here and there. But we are going to see that. Lake Lanier not looking too bad this afternoon. Again, almost not a whiff of wind out there. Pretty sparse, to say the least, out there. But things are going to be a little steamy, a little hot for the entire weekend. And that's part of the weather story as well. Check out all the heat advisories out there in orange across Alabama, South Georgia, Florida, Mississippi. I don't think we're going to be quite criteria for the heat advisory just yet, but it's still going to feel upper 90s to near 100 degrees. It's going to be quite steamy this weekend. All right. Let's talk about the local radar here. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick as we're getting some thunderstorms here. This is all the action back over in Alabama. This stuff slowly drifting off in our direction. So that's going to enhance the rain here for this evening here a little bit. Seeing a little rain up near the LJ area there. So again, just watch out for some afternoon thunderstorms. Again, they're not going to be moving all that fast. So some brief little heavy rains, especially across the western zones. I'd say if you take from 400 off to the west is probably where the best, highest rain chances are probably going to fall here for today, going into tonight. Looking at your satellite picture, you see the thunderstorms lighting up like a Christmas tree here across Alabama. You're seeing all the lightning there. Also, clusters lightning across Louisiana as well here as we're getting that daytime heating kind of firing up that moist air mass. And you're seeing temperatures warming up pretty quickly there. Already seeing a lot of 90s out there. Look, here's a 91 near Atlanta. 91 down there near Americas as well. 87 up in Blairsville right now. So it's a bit of a warm, steamy afternoon out there, and it'll continue to be that way all weekend long. All right, let's go talk about the latest on our hurricane. Yeah, this is Hurricane Erin. It says tropical storm, but it is Hurricane Erin out there here for today. And just got updated, and it's, so again, moving off to the west-northwest at 18 miles per hour. Going to be a Category 4 hurricane by the time we get into Sunday, and then we get back down to Category 3. So, again, Hurricane Erin, my apologies for updating my banner there. I didn't catch that. So anyway, you're going to see that again become a hurricane, and it's going to be a hurricane for a while until it kind of clears the up into the Atlantic here a little bit later into next week. So we got a few days to watch this one, to say the least. Looking at your tropical satellite here, here is our storm out here getting better organized, starting to get some nice thunderstorms there around the center of circulation, getting a little bit better organized. And as it gets better organized, it gets what they call a central dense overcast over that center of circulation. So we're starting to see indications of that right through there. There's our center of circulation there, really starting to get organized. And once that CDO gets formed, it's going to strengthen quite rapidly as it feeds off that warm, moist air of the Atlantic, very warm water temperatures there into the middle to upper 80s, and it's really going to fuel that storm and blow it up very rapidly. We'll probably have a major hurricane sometime by tomorrow, and then again, peaking out. Right now, the forecast is up to 140 mile per hour winds before it weakens a little bit by the time we head toward Wednesday. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our forecast maps. Let's go ahead and look at this right here as we go ahead and look at our scattered showers and thunderstorms here that we're expecting here. This loop goes out for about 48 hours. So again, kind of watch the loop here. We're looking at scattered storms here for your Friday. Here we go. There it is right there, kind of moving on through the area, dies down, and then going into Saturday, a little more isolated, just a little more isolated there on Saturday. So right now going for about 40% for the rest of this afternoon, 30%, 40% for tomorrow, and then like 20% going into Sunday. So again, not a washout weekend. Some of y'all might see a storm. Most of y'all will not, but it's going to be hot. We're back into the 90s again, and that's going to be sticking around here for a few more days. All right, let's look at your forecast maps here as I'm going to step you on through here real quick. We'll step you on through here as you kind of watch that timestamp there as we kind of go up along the top there. Saturday looking pretty good. We got high pressure control going into Sunday. I mean, that's really looking pretty good. That's going to keep it nice, but also a little bit steamy across our area here going into Sunday. And Monday, I think, will be the hottest day. And then as we go through that next week, we'll see the rain chances sneaking back up. You see this frontal boundary up here to the north. It's going to come in, and it's picking up our hurricane out here, and it's going to basically stall that front. The front's going to stall across us going into next week. So going into Thursday and Friday, we'll see the rain chances come up and the temperatures come down because of cloud and anticipated rain chances. So our forecast for tomorrow, looking like this on Saturday, 90-71, isolated thunderstorm, about a 30% chance there. Couldn't rule out an isolated shower or two, obviously, here for this evening. Upper 60s in the mountains and low 70s for everybody else here to start your day on Saturday. Daytime highs. The northeastern zones, upper 80s to around 90, but low to mid 90s there across the northwest corridor from Dalton down to Cedartown for tomorrow. Regionally looking like this, temperatures mostly in the 90s with scattered storms around. Watch out for, again, some scattered storms. Not looking too bad there. And then for your 7-day, looks like we're going to see, again, the temperatures staying around 90 right through Tuesday. All right, 93 will be the hottest day on Monday. Rain chances start to sneak back up by Thursday. And notice we're back into the upper 80s and then down to 86 by Friday, as I have 50% chance of rain by next Friday. So anyway, looks like the weekend's not looking too bad. The last couple of weekends have been kind of, but I think this one's going to be kind of your typical, getting toward the late summer type of day here with temperatures a little steamy, a little warm, but nothing that's going to wash out any of your weekend plans if you're sneaking on down to the beach. The only thing I will say, if you are going to head to the beaches down toward the Georgia coast and stuff for that storm out there, but it shouldn't be too bad right now. I don't think the wave action will get bad until probably heading into early next week. So the weekend shouldn't be too bad, but just watch those fly conditions out there. All right, that is y'all's update here on the YouTube channel. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out, and if you've not yet hit that subscribe button, please do so. We're actually growing nice organically a little bit here on. I'm kind of enjoying this. It's a little bit. It's pretty good, but we're kind of getting there a little at a time. All right, you guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. You guys have a great, safe weekend. We'll talk to y'all later.